So you know the ones when you're listening to a song that you really like and you're like, that's my tune. That's my tune. Hey, this is Jojo Bean. This is episode 45 of That's My Tune, the podcast providing song reviews and interviews. Last week I had a chat with Renee Rain regarding her song I Feel. Today I'll be talking with the Style siblings regarding their track Never Call My Phone. Ooh. If you're into the garage vibes, then this one is for you. Get up off your seat, have a little dance. I'll return and talk to the siblings themselves about their inspiration regarding this track and a whole lot more. I'll be back. So everybody, I'd like to introduce you to the Style siblings. Yay! How are you two doing?
We're good, man. We're good, thank you.
Cool. So you two are a duo. Please introduce yourselves.
We are the Style siblings. We're like a DJ and music producer duo from South London.
Hey, South London.
Yay.
That's dope. So what are your names?
I'm Donya.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Martel.
Cool. So like, what made you guys decide, okay, we're going to do this music thing together? What inspired it?
Well, we always grew up quite close. My mum raised us pretty close. And to be honest with you, Martel did have the music equipment first as teenagers. And I was always watching and always, very like inspired by the fact that he had the gear.
Yeah.
And then I got into it as a teenager.
But we grew up in a musical household, basically.
We grew up in a musical household.
Like our dad was a DJ, like a sound boy, a DJ.
Yeah. Okay.
He used to DJ like Lovers Rock, and that's how we met our mum.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like it's a legacy of like music, and then like to be fair, obviously like we have to give credit to mums because like all our genres, like everything that we make is inspired by like our mum's taste.
Right.
Like our mum right now listens to house music to this day.
Nice.
So yeah.
That is dope. That's really cool. So how far apart are you two in age then?
About 2 years.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So let's talk about your tune, Never Call My Phone. Like I was on Instagram and I saw the that you guys put a post up and I thought, okay, let me go check it out. I listened to it and I was like, yes, I'm feeling it. I love it. And that's why I reached out to you guys straight away, like sort of thing. So what inspired Never Call My Phone? What made you guys write it?
You know what? First of all, we appreciate that.
Thank you.
The inspiration behind Never Call My Phone was basically like we just kind of wanted like a kind of throwback garage vibe.
Okay, yeah.
Like a feel good, like just like skankers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, with a lot of our music, we just want to make people dance, and we've been locked down in this situation for a year. We just want to uplift people, make people feel happy and move, smile, have a good time in your environment. And it was just, it was like a party kind of vibe as well, right?
Do you know what? That's a good point. That is our, like, that's kind of our thing. Like, we make music, but like, when we're making music together, like we pass it, like, so if we make something, I'm like, Dons, what do you think of this? She's like, Mars, what do you think of this? And like, if we're not skanking ourselves to it, then we know it's not ready.
Right.
So we put ourselves through the test, and if we're skanking to it, or it makes us feel like we want to dance, then that's how we know it's ready. And Never Call My Phone was like, we were trying to bring the summer vibes to all of this doom and gloom, and we felt like we did the job.
Yeah. I agree. That's really cool. So it's like, what's been the reception so far since it's been released?
It's been positive, to be honest with you. A lot of positive vibes, and we do get, DMs from people saying, you guys have helped us through this period. Just made me smile and made me dance.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of love in regards to that. But obviously, like, with the like garage being a throwback sound, like it's actually like we've noticed it's starting to come back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we're kind of like crossing pathways with a lot of like UKG guys and the NUKG guys and new UKG sound guys.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are feeling it. So we're really happy with the response.
That's really cool. So like, which do you prefer? Do you prefer like music production or DJing? Which one brings you more joy?
Oh,
that's a good question.
That's a good question. To be honest with you, I would say I love them both equally, because you get an instant energy from both of them in a very similar way. Because when we're DJing, you know, you make people happy with the music you're playing, and then when you're making the music and you release it, you're making people happy once again. Because like, we're just on a party tip. Even when we're DJing, we're on a party tip. When we're making music, we're on a party tip.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I struggle, because like, when we're DJing, sometimes I'm like, Dons, look, take care of this. I need to dance. Sorry.
Man wants to party himself, you know.
Yeah, I'm just like, I always, that's just the way it is. I'm always like, because I think out of us lot, I'm the like, I don't know, like, I'm the spontaneous one. I just, like, even with a tune, I'm halfway through making it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Dons, look, take care of that. I need to skank. I need to get out of the system. This tune is banging. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So are there any interesting venues that you've DJ'd at? Have you had any interesting DJing experiences?
Do you know what? We had a few things lined up, but it got shut down during the beginning of lockdown. Right. But we did a set in Pop Brixton.
Yeah.
And that was complete vibes. Like, it was just everybody there like literally just came to have a good time. And it was just like synergy and energy exchange. It was just amazing. So that's probably one of our like liveliest, like one of our best experiences. What do you think, Dons?
Yeah, I would agree too. Yeah, that was vibes, man. That was absolute vibes.
If there was a dream, if there's like, where's the ultimate place that you'd love to DJ at if you had the chance?
I'm going to say Coachella.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's a good answer. I like that.
I'm going to say Coachella because I've been. And I know what the vibe's like out there, and you get the sun.
Yeah.
You get the, you know, the whole LA lifestyle as well. Wow. And it's just a complete vibe, to be honest with you.
What year did you go?
Coachella. Sorry?
What year did you go Coachella?
I went when they had the Tupac hologram.
Oh wow. What was that like? That
was maybe like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. To be honest, to date, it was like one of my favorite holidays. I mean, it was a party holiday.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorites, but you know, you can just move around. It's such a you know, massive festival. You can just move around, and they have different stages with different acts, and it was absolutely amazing.
Martel, if you could DJ somewhere, where would it be?
I've got this obsession with like, I'd like to just DJ traveling, but especially like I'd like to DJ in Japan.
Ooh.
Yeah, because like, you know, it is, it's like electronic music is loved all over the world, but sometimes when you're in your own little box, you forget that it's connecting with everyone, sort of thing. And out there, there's a lot of appreciation for electronic music, but mainly EDM. But there's obviously like a sector of like the population that actually does like, you know, like anything from garage and house and stuff like that. So we'd like to definitely do a few DJ sets over there. That's what we've got planned in the next few years to come.
That's dope. That's really dope. So like, what is your typical DJ set like? What's the like main genres that you two like to play when you're doing a set?
I would say it's a bit of a mixture.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture.
Because it can be anything. Because we kind of start it off. We can start it off with a bit of like future, maybe a bit of trap, and then it kind of heads off into a bit of house garage, and sometimes ends with a bit of jungle drum and bass. But it's just depending on how we feel, because we do tend to change it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes we're really like housey, and sometimes we're really like. Recently, we've actually got a little bit more like Afro-y.
Yeah, because I think in all honesty, we're musical people, so we don't like to just. We wouldn't want to just say we're one thing.
Yeah, or pigeonhole.
Yeah.
And then like the influences are so like broad. Like if you like, obviously like with funky, you can hear like, which is another genre we play.
Yeah.
Like you can hear anything from like African like inspiration, like Caribbean like inspiration. Like so it's just like, again, it's the same energy with like the music we make. It's just more about stuff that just makes people want to dance.
And it's mainly about our influences as well, because like Martin said originally, we were brought up in a musical household, so our household was Caribbean.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, my mum was a young mum. Yeah. So then she would play anything from New Jack Swing to R&B to hip hop to soul. And then she introduced us to garage and house and jungle, drum and bass.
Your mum sounds so cool.
Like literally that's everything, you know, we've just been inspired by music as a whole. And then obviously as we were growing up in school and as teenagers, then we kind of were introduced to what we were introduced to amongst our peers, like with the garage and R&B and the new school sound at that time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But also, like, apart from the DJing and music, you two are also heavily into fashion, so tell us more about that.
So you know, like obviously like music and fashion go hand in hand, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Because like image has always been important, but like you know what happened is like we kind of like obviously music was always a hobby of ours, but we fell into like kind of like styling and like kind of blogging and influencer scene for a bit, and then just you know just over time we just kind of made a shift out of that. We still do the styling on the side, but we just made a shift more back into the music because we felt like that was our calling. But to be fair, like, you know, like when we're on sets, like, you know, styling, or when we're doing our own shoots, like the fashion's still heavily like involved. Like we just did a shoot, we just like we just did like an influencer project with Pioneer DJ.
Okay.
And again, we had to implement like basically our styling. Yeah. Like basically we had to style ourselves and implement our styling techniques and what we've learned along the way to kind of make it look cool. So we're still heavily there and we still do it. But like music is just the direction right now for us.
But so what was styling what you guys started off with, and what got you into fashion? What got you into styling? What intrigued your imagination? Like, I want to get into styling.
So actually, originally, it was actually
fashion design actually that we did first.
Okay.
We actually did music first.
Sorry, we did music first.
Right.
And then we went into the fashion.
Right.
Yeah.
So we started off with music.
Yeah.
And to be honest, fashion, it was like fashion and art was like a hobby.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
They both were hobbies, but one just went forward a lot faster.
Okay.
So we kind of we kind of stuck in with the fashion and you know, was loving that. But doing music all the time, just on the side.
Yeah. But to be fair, like, you know, there's always been love for kind of both. You know, like it's always been a thing. And you know, we kind of like dip in between both, or there's elements of like, you know, the music now that we're doing that we have to implement, like, you know, the stuff we've learned with styling and fashion on the way.
Yeah.
And likewise, vice versa, back and forth sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. So if you could style anybody, who would it be?
Okay.
Well, that's a good question. You know?
Huh?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Oh, would you? That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't think of that one. I would say I would pick two people, only because I've been intrigued by them.
Go on, who would you say?
I would say Pharrell.
Yeah,
because I know you probably would feel the same way. Because you know, you've been a massive fan.
Yeah.
And I would pick this person only because it'd be an ultimate challenge because she's such an icon.
Yeah.
And she's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I'd probably say Grace Jones because that would be like a real challenge because she's such an icon in fashion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she probably wouldn't want anybody to style her.
Grace Jones don't need styling. Grace Jones wakes up looking fly. Like, how do you style Grace Jones?
You get what I'm saying? So she would be the ultimate challenge because she would just be, she's a woman,
right?
That's been here longer than all of us.
Yeah.
And my gran used to have pictures of her.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always felt like, wow, like she's amazing. Who is she?
Yeah.
Like just as a kid, I've never.
She's an icon.
Yeah, she's absolute icon. So I would choose her just for the challenge of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hear that. What about you, Mortal?
Yeah, Pharrell Williams as well, and I'd agree with Don there. I want to be around that Grace Jones energy. I don't even think we'd end up styling her. We'll just be standing there. Because she's just like walking, living flames.
Yeah.
Like literal flames. Like she's just too.
I just think she would have so much knowledge. It would just be great to just sit down and talk to her.
Yeah. Most of it's actually kind of like you just want to be in the presence of someone like that, just to kind of like pick their brain and just like be around that sort of excellence,
Yeah. I hear that. So like, what future projects do you guys have planned?
Well, we got a few. Some of them are secret.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I think you can tell about.
We've got one with this collective from Chile.
Mm-hmm.
They reached out to us, heard some of our garage stuff on our EP, our Vibetronic EP.
Right.
And they wanted to do some kind of electronic kind of garage vibes. But yeah, again, when we got that, when we got the email, we were like, "Rah, they're listening to garage music in Chile."
Yeah, like you wouldn't think.
South America's on a garage thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. But I mean, but that's the world we live in now. You get like a email from someone in Korea and be like, "Yeah, so do you want to collaborate on this garage album?" Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, but that's the beauty of it. So that's why we don't. It's not like we're making all this electronic music and we feel like, oh, we're making an old sound.
Yeah.
It's more like, nah, this is the sound we're giving.
Yeah.
And this is what people are feeling like across the world. Like there's still energy for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really great to have the feedback as well, because with social media now you get to really see who actually likes your stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
we do have a project with this artist in Berlin, but we can't really share too much on that one.
That's absolutely fine. I completely understand.
But you know what? When it's out, we will talk again.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's talk again about it. But
yeah, and up and coming, what else have we got? We've got another collaboration with this up and coming. No, she's not up and coming actually. She's quite established. A musician from the States, Bree.
Okay.
Yeah, she's super talented, and then there's ongoing stuff going on with a rapper from the UK called Rick Flo.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of these people, the Chile obviously guy that's new, and the one from Berlin that's pretty new, but the rest are all like ongoing back and forth collaborations.
Right.
We also got something in the works with a UK rapper actually, and it's a little bit. It's more of like an R&B track, but it's got like a kind of like a drill kind of essence to it.
Right.
So yeah, that was obviously a challenge for us because obviously like, we just want to put our like sort of like skank to it, but I mean, it's music for us. It wasn't that challenging in that way, but it kind of like, obviously got us to move out of our box a little bit, which was nice.
Yeah, I hear that. Cool. So like, where could we find you on socials?
You can find us on most places, just at the Style Siblings.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so it'd be like SoundCloud at the Style Siblings.
Bandcamp, the Style Siblings.
Spotify at the Style Siblings. Instagram at the Style Siblings.
Excellent. That's cool. I love the name, by the way, the Style Siblings. I do like it.
Thank you, man.
Who came up with the name?
The Style Siblings, aka TSS.
TSS, yeah.
Okay. So who came up with the name, the Style Siblings?
I felt like
Who is it?
I don't know. I'd like to say it was my mum, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know. It might have been Martell.
It wasn't mum. It was me. It was either me or you.
One of us did.
I think it was. Do you know what? To be fair, I think it was me because I come up with a lot of the names and brandings. But like, obviously, I'm not taking full credit.
Yeah.
Everything that comes through, or any idea that comes through, I have to put it through Donya first.
Of course, yeah.
And then so a lot of decisions are based on what Donya thinks.
Yeah.
So like that, like, you know, because me being a man, I love like having a female opinion on stuff, like, and obviously in what we're doing now, like there's a lot of emphasis on like I want to put out a lot of energy in supporting, you know, obviously because I work with a woman, and like just like female producers, I don't think they get enough love. So with me working with a female producer, I'm really like, I feel like I'm really quite privileged,
right?
Because there's a lot of people, because they're so underappreciated. Like a lot of people don't really know what they're missing out on. Do you know what I mean? Because like, I mean, I don't know if you can elaborate, Dons. Obviously, you probably don't talk about yourself like that. So but I'm just like, I feel like, because obviously I've been doing it for myself like back in the day, but now working with Donya, it's definitely like 10 times more amazing than it was before. So like just to have her there, her opinions, the way she makes music, like it's just like so when she sends me music, I get gassed. I get gassed. I'm like, nah.
Oh, how kind, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
and
man.
it's a pleasure to work with you also. It's a pleasure to work with you.
She's
also.
lying, man. She's lying.
You are so cute.
Yeah, man. But yeah, and you know what? Even with our branding and our imagery and stuff like that,
right?
I make it a point to make sure that Donya is a focal point of like of this, because of the way women are misrepresented in this world. So like, you know, we're just paying attention to what's going on, and you know, we're making those changes and making it seen in our work as well.
Well, overall, it's like a team effort. Though.
Obviously, yeah.
It's a very much a team effort.
And I can feel that. I can definitely feel that. Well, Style Siblings, it's been wonderful speaking with you too.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, man.
You're welcome. Have a great rest of the day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Take care.
See ya.
And that was the Style Siblings. Thank you so much for your time, Martell and Donya. I'll be back next Tuesday with yet another episode for you to enjoy. You can find all information about That's My Tune at linktree/TMT_podcast. And if you'd like to email, it's that'smytunepodcast@gmail.com. I'm out. Have a great day and rest of the week. Bye-bye.